I want to share something with those people who are absolutely anti-Islam. They can't stand any kind of religion, atheist, or other religion that think that Islam is the enemy thing and all that. I want to share something with you for you to consider. And it's also useful for those who look at Islam sympathetically, and also those who already believe in Islam. But it's primarily targeted towards those who are anti or not interested. Watch this. It, see how it's Quran basically. The whole, the deen, the whole religion, the whole spirituality comes out of that holy book. So watch what this book is doing, right? To believer, read it, pick it up, and just as an investigative, as just research, imagine while reading that, okay, this is the thing. How are believers, how is it impacting them? And notice this, that if God is saying, just like the 4 words, that Allahu Alimun Khabir, that God is all-knowing and all-aware, and Basirun Sami, he is a watcher, he's seeing and he listens. So a believer, how will that impact anybody? It's basic psychology. So a believer knows that God is looking at my all inner processing and what I'm doing. What will be the psychological impact of that? You have to appreciate that. For a book to do that just in 4 words, what a deepest psychological cleansing or change, transformative force that is. It's not, and Quran is not book of science, but it has science in it. It's book of signs, to see and say that, oh, there is God, has to be God. So, for example, I'll share with you one of the other. Now, this is a different. First one, what I shared is a psychological thing, impact of believing and reading Quran, direct that source, how it is impacting believers. Now, see how it fits into current times and ever coming times also for believer external world. The Quran says in the chapter called Prophets, Surah Al-Anbiya, it says that haven't the disbelievers seen that earth and sky was one and we split it asunder? How else, it's such a godly way to say Big Bang. 200 years ago, nobody could even imagine to interpret it. They said, okay, whatever it is, we believe. But now, Big Bang. And it's just, it's not, I have not completed the line. It goes on, it says, and that we created all living things out of water. So, oh my God, evolution, Big Bang evolution covered in one line. And this is the obvious thing that you think of. Look at the most subtle thing in it, whom this line is talking to. Haven't the disbelievers seen that earth and sky was one and we brought everything out of, every living thing out of water? Haven't the disbelievers, those who do not believe, haven't they seen this fact? This should hit you home, man. If you don't believe, you are a scientist, you are an atheist, you are somebody. The Quran is directly talking to you after, 1,450 years. It's grabbing you from your, frontal lobe and saying, haven't you seen this? Guys, pick up Quran. We are in times where all of humanity has scattered all over the place. Everybody, 8 billion, different places that human mind has reached. But there is something that is universal. The context is the totality. Don't overlook it. Just don't be caught up in current 50 years and the next 50 years. Look at the ever-present structure there. Pick up Quran. This will restore our balance to this life and this nature. It is very, very sensible. All the instructions are good instructions. Really. It says, don't be racist. Races are just for identification purposes. It says, take care of your parents. They took care of you when you were young. But absolutely, I am beautiful. Very straight, 100% golden rules. Don't fight with people. Unless they fight you, then you fight back. It says if somebody does wrong to you, replace it with good. Return a goodness. You will see that worst of your enemy will become best of your friend. Happens. Exchange. Shun what is wrong and evil. Strengthen what is good. It's stuff like that. The world will be in a great place. And I think that's what will start beginning to happen. More and more people say, okay, I'm sick of this whole bloody, global situation, whether it is politics or economy or technology out of hand, or, we are raping the environment, the whole plastic and the water and the fishery and the food chain, or the whole thing. So we need to knock out of it, and we are becoming Muslims because it's the most highest place to exist, because it takes account of the totality and becomes appropriate to it. This is when this starts to happen, when more and more people will say, we have become Muslim. That will be a declaration that we leave this current times, new modern, postmodern, Western thing that, and now Chinese thing, that, money is everything, power is everything. All of that model of, humanity gotta go. And when you say, I am a Muslim, you declare that that's not my lifestyle anymore. And when more and more people will start declaring, Muslim, I am a Muslim, that will be challenge this idiotic, corrupt, thoroughly corrupt, evil system. And it will take, the legs out of it. And then we'll take care of it. Not in some nasty way, hopefully. Just, virtue of, fixing what is wrong. And that will take care of it. Stuff like that. So look into Quran. However you want to look into it. But if you ever get sincere, Quran or outside of it, and you really connect to God, if in some lucky moment, just ask for guidance. I think that's in mercy. Has been my best approach. I have been up to this moment. I don't consider myself, saved. I rely on it 5 times a day. Almost 2 billion Muslims, when they pray, they say, God, guide us. That's a great thing to ask all the time, because guidance is granted by Allah. May we all become aware of that reality and live accordingly and die accordingly and wake up on the other side accordingly as successful people. Amen to that.